Welcome everybody, Friday, June 12th, 4:30 p.m. Today we are going to take a look at many things. We are going to take a look at SpaceX. SpaceX had an IPO this morning. We are going to take a look at the chart of SpaceX. We are going to see if this had an impact on the overall stock market. People were saying, well, because everybody is going to jump into SpaceX IPO, then all other stocks are going to go down. So we are going to take a look at that. We are going to look at Tesla stock, the stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So let's start with SpaceX first. So this is the chart of SpaceX. We had 1 day of trading. The stock opened at 135. This was the amount at which you could buy a stock. Well, the Tesla stock, a SpaceX stock at 135. This was at the opening this morning at 10 o'clock, but the retail did not get in. We could not get a stock of SpaceX until 10 to 12. So at 10 to 12, the price was already at 150 bucks. So this was right here. This is the candle that represents this. So the open was at 150. We had a low at 149.34, so not that much lower. Went quite high at 176.52 during the day, and we closed at 160. So on the daily chart, of course, we only have one candle, but we need, if we go on to the 5-minute chart, we have a better idea of what is happening right now. So this is where we opened this morning, went pretty much straight up. So it was a bit hard to get shares because, you know, in terms of volume, we had, if we can take a look at this, we had $4 million, 4 million shares that were exchanged during the first 5 minutes. So, so the servers were a little bit crowded. Then we had a move up and we had a move down, and we started to have what we call a bullish channel on this channel. We call this a bullish channel. This was bullish, so we basically went up until 1 o'clock this afternoon, and then we started trending down. So this is illustrated by this bearish channel right here. On this channel, we analyze the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. We analyze this and we base our decisions, our buying decisions and selling decisions, not based on, well, will SpaceX do great in the future? I'm sure they are going to do great. In the meantime, is SpaceX stock going to drop? So we are interested in the present, not the future, and based on that present, we can extrapolate into the future. So went up until 1 o'clock this afternoon, and then we can see it right here. Then it pretty much went down constantly, but we have a little bit of a low, a higher low that is starting to form right now. So this is Friday. The weekend is going to pass over, and then we are going to go up to Monday. But what could we expect on Monday? So we are making a higher low right now. So this is the current bullish channel that we are in. Went here, went back here. So we should be bouncing on this. We are seeing some indication that buyers are coming back in. So the sellers overpowered the buyers right here. Pushed the stock price down from 170. Let me show you here, 176. So the top of the day was 176. Then the sellers were pushing the price back and buyers were getting bulldozed. So we are assuming that some sellers were taking profit, and they could have taken profit down to where we opened at retail at 150, but this is not what happened. The buyers came back in at around 158.49 right here. So 158.49, this is the number you need to remember. If on Monday the stock starts to go lower than 158.49, it's going to indicate that sellers are back in control. So far, the buyers are defending that price right here, 158.49. At the same time, the sellers are defending 161.98. Let's call it 152. Sellers are defending this right now. So we are in a equilibrium between the buyers and sellers right here. This is what happened up until 4 o'clock this afternoon. This is what's happening. So if we go lower than 158.59, this is not going to be good news, because this is going to mean, again, that sellers are powering over the buyers. If on the opposite, you see SpaceX stock price go higher than 162 right here, this is going to mean that the buyers are now in control. So you have the two numbers, 162, 158.49. If it's between these two numbers, this is undecided. This is undecided, and we can be undecided for a while. Voila. So this is what you need to check in order to get a glimpse of where SpaceX stock could be going on Monday. Let's take a look at Tesla. Did this have an impact on Tesla? Did Tesla stock go down because everybody were pulling their money out of Tesla and putting it into SpaceX? Well, the answer is no. Right now, Tesla closed at 406.43, up $7.28, 1.82% higher than yesterday. So Tesla stock is still climbing. The good news is that we were into a downward channel, so we were trending down. We have been trending down since the top that we had on May 27th. We were trending down, going from one side to the other, except today. So today, boom, we have a break outside of the bearish trend. So we are no longer trending down for Tesla. So this is good news. We could be getting stuck sideways. Between 388.21, let's call it 382.70 right here, and 410.25. So we started going sideways within the bearish channel, but now we are outside of this bearish channel. We should be assuming that this is going to continue. If Tesla goes higher than 410.25, we should be assuming that buyers are back in control. If Tesla stock goes lower than 382.70, this is going to mean that the sellers have taken control. Between these two numbers, this is Tesla going sideways. Let's take a look at the VIX, the fear factor in the stock market. When the VIX goes up, stock market tends to go down. So VIX has been climbing recently. Look at this, climbing. When the VIX is at 20 or above 20, the stock market usually does not go that high. Things start to cool down, and it's really time to take profit. So the VIX has been climbing since last Thursday. So for 1 week, well, the past week, the stock market was a little bit iffy. Well, this is the reason why. Now, I am happy to be able to report that the VIX is starting to get outside of this bullish trend. So here we had this bullish trend right here, and we are officially out of it. And this coincides with the move that we are seeing with Tesla. Tesla is getting outside of its bearish trend. The VIX is getting outside of its bullish trend. So they are opposites. So one is going one way, and this is making Tesla and other stocks going the other way. So this is good news. This is kind of the barometer of the stock market. So this is good news that we are seeing this. VIX is now at 1767. The lower the VIX, the better. Lower than 20 is something that we like to see, and now it's at 1767. This is great. This is a step in the right direction. We like the VIX to be as low as possible. We had it recently at around 16. So we are not at the 16 mark, so we should not be expecting the stock market to just go like crazy. But this is really a step in the right direction, and we are going to take it. Let's take a look at the stock indices. What have they done today? So Dow Jones is up by 0.69%. This is perfectly tracking the bullish channel that we have been following. You see, each time we go to the support line, we bounce, we bounce. We got a bit overextended here, and we came back, and guess what? We bounced again. So this is what this is supposed to do. The stock market always has ups and down, but when we zoom out like this, we see a trend. We see where it is trending. So we are trending up. With this bullish channel, Dow Jones is trending up. Let's take a look at Standards and Poor's. So Standards and Poor's, this one is a little bit more iffy. This one is basically going sideways. We are making higher lows. This is a low right here. This is a higher low, just a little bit higher than this one. And until we break that 7,500, we are going to conclude that we are just going sideways. So going sideways is not bad. It's better to go sideways than to go down. But we are not going up per se. We are just going sideways. So this means that there's an equilibrium once again between the buyers and sellers. So this is what this is. This is what we see. This is what we see. Let's take a look at QQQ. Same thing right here. So QQQ, you see it the same. We have an equilibrium between 695.80 right here, going up, touching and rebounding each time. We got overextended right here, and now we are at the same time as we are bouncing here because buyers are showing up. We have the sellers that are showing up just a little bit further at 721.92. 721.92. So the stock market from the stock index QQQ is going sideways. So you know the stock market is not going down. Dow Jones, this is going higher. SPX, this is going sideways. And QQQ, this is going sideways. So nothing is going down here. This is just moving up and down slowly, but trending sideways. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ, same thing. NASDAQ is stuck below 29,683 right here. Same as the others, got overextended right here, but at the same time, it's not going lower than 28,614. 28,614 right here. So NASDAQ is going sideways. So there's no crash anywhere here. The stock market is not going down because of SpaceX. Everything is trending sideways, and today all of the stock indices are closing higher than yesterday. 0.69% for Dow Jones, 0.5% SPX, QQQ 0.59%, NASDAQ 0.64%. Russell, the small caps, they are doing a little bit better. So they are making higher lows and they are making higher highs. So this is pretty much like Dow Jones. They are trending higher. So you see, no impact. SpaceX has had no impact on the stock market as a whole. Let's now take a look at gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So gold has not been doing so well recently. Let me remove this. So gold is trending down. It has been trending down since this top right here, January 29th. It has been trending down. And then, as if this was not bad enough, it started to trend a little bit faster right here. So this is the current bearish channel that we are in. And it's zigzagging right here. You see it's following this line perfectly. So this is still trending down. There's no momentum indicators that is telling us that it even wants to try to go higher, to climb. It does not even want to climb. This is just noise, what we are seeing here. If you see some green candles go up and you don't have a stochastic right here above 60, it's just noise. Within a bearish channel, we can have moves up. No, this is a move up, this is a move up, this is a move up. This is a small move up. This is a small move up, but we don't care about those because as a whole, it's still going down because it's going down bigger in a bigger way than these little moves up. So it's the overall move that is important. If you take a look at the stock market, looking only at candles, you are going to go crazy. You are literally going to go crazy because you are going to see, oh, it's going down. Oh no, this is green, it's going up. It's going up, it's going up. Oh no, it's going down, it's going down, it's going up. You see it? You are going to go crazy. We need to zoom out. We need to zoom out in order to see the overall market behavior, the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. Who is winning? Well, right now it's the sellers that are winning. Sellers are pushing it down, pushing the price down. So gold, no indication that buyers are coming in and pushing back the sellers. So this means let it fall down. It's not because it's low that it has stopped going lower. Buying something that's low is not the right thing to do. We want to buy something that's low in order to sell higher, but here we have no evidence that it wants to go higher. It's low, but it can get lower and lower and lower. We need to see some evidence that it wants to start to go higher in order to buy so that it continues going higher. So this is not financial advice, this is pattern analysis. So from a pattern analysis, market analysis, silver is not going anywhere higher yet. Last but not least, Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been into a downtrend and it is still into a downtrend. This is trending down. You see it here, trending down. Until we break that line, we are trending down. Yes, sometimes it goes up. Yes, it went up recently, but overall, it's still going down in a bigger manner than it is going up. So overall, it's still going down. There's some light at the end of the tunnel, and maybe it's not a train. We are not sure yet. We are not sure yet. But there is some light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe it's the end of the tunnel, or maybe it's a train. We don't know, but at least it's not dark. So the good thing I can say about this is that since February 6th, where we made a low at 60,240, we made a low here. We had buyers come in at that point. So the sellers were right here. They push the stock down. They were selling. And we had a reversal at 60,240. This is where buyers came in and overpowered the sellers. Then they were in equilibrium. And then the buyers came in again and pushed it up. Then the sellers came back and said, okay, no. This is going lower. And it went lower. And guess what? At the same price, 60,240, I'm not making this up. Cannot make this up. It's the same price. At the same price as we had that reversal in February of this year, where buyers came in. Let me do this. So buyers came in right here. They came in. Guess what? They came in again June 5th. June 5th, they came in again. And they prevented the price to go lower than 60,240. Did they push the price as high as they did in February, where they pushed it at around 70,000 bucks? No. They did not push the price as high. So you can see it as a negative. Yeah, you can see it as a negative. But the price did not go lower, at least. It's still above that 60,240. So this is the number you need to remember. 60,240 right here. If we go lower than that, then it's going to mean that buyers have capitulated, and it will mean that we should be going much further down this bearish channel. So much further down, we could be talking about any numbers. We have some support at 25,000 in the past. So buyers came in at 25,000 right here. So maybe those buyers are still going to be there at 25,000. So these are people that say, okay, Bitcoin is low enough at 25,000 that I'm going to put some more money back in. So this is the type of reaction that we are watching. Watching a stock chart like this is like watching a Typeform survey, a real-time Typeform survey where we are asking the buyers, at which price are you going to put more money in Bitcoin? And the sellers, at which price are you going to keep selling Bitcoin? Are you going to hold on to your Bitcoins that you have, or are you going to have a distrust in Bitcoin that you are willing to sell at a lower price? And until what price, until what low price are you willing to sell? So we are getting these answers on this chart every single day. So the two numbers you need to remember. The two numbers you need to remember. I'm not telling you to buy, to sell. This is not financial advice. I don't know your financial situation, and I'm not interested in knowing it. I'm just telling you, buyers stepped in again at 60,240. If Bitcoin goes lower than that, it's going to mean that the sellers are regaining control of the price, and we should be going much lower. This is just offer and demand. Offer, demand, this is what's driving the price. Conversely, if we see that the Bitcoin price goes higher than right here, 64,820. I'm not making this up. 64,820, we have a top right here where sellers are pushing it down. Buyers again at 60,240. This is at an equilibrium. If we see Bitcoin's price go over 64,820, this is going to mean that at least in the short term, the buyers are in control. Is it going to happen? Nobody knows. I don't know. I don't need to know in advance. I'll just need to see it happen as it happens. Lower than 60,240 or higher than 64,820. That's it. I just have to eat popcorn and watch this. Instead of watching Netflix, I need to watch this. So, okay, the good news, a little bit of a good news is that on the 1 hour chart, we see that the prices are climbing, except this part right here. The last hour is not the best for Bitcoin, but at least the lows are getting higher. This is still higher than this, than this, than this, than this. So we are seeing a micro trend that's positive, but we still don't know if we are going to break that 64,000 here. So stay tuned. I do 5 videos a week. If you want to get those 5, you need to become a member at the 5 video a week level. That's easy enough to remember. So we are watching this every single day. There's one new candle every day, even on Saturday and Sunday. And based on the milestones that we have established, we are going to see if the buyers are in control or if the sellers are in control. So right now, equilibrium. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, pretty much in the same situation with different numbers. You see it here, it cannot break above 1713. 1713, 1713, you see, we stop there. We are stopping a little bit lower here. So 17.13, and if you look here, we are making higher lows too. So the prices are slowly increasing every single day, but they have not broken that 17.13. So this is the number we need to remember for Ethereum, 17.13. If we break above, then this is going to prove that buyers are now in control. So this is what we need to watch. And conversely, on the other side, 1505. 1505, if the price of an Ethereum coin gets lower than 1505, this is going to mean that the sellers are in control, and then, well, we should let it fall down, or we can short that thing down. Last but not least, let's take a look at BMNR. So BMNR, this is Tom Lee's Ethereum ETF. So this one is down 2.48% today, whereas Ethereum is down 0.86%. So this is basically tracking ETH. So when and if Ethereum is going to go higher, then BMNR should be going also higher. So there we have it. So this is what we do every single day of the week. So if you are interested in following this, we are not looking at the fundamentals. I'm sure Tesla is going to be worth, the Tesla stock is going to be worth $2,000 in 2030. If you want to buy and hold and not look at your chart, you don't need to look at this channel. If you want to look at the trends and make better trading on or investing decisions, well, this is the channel you need. Because when we are looking at trends, we are mindful of them, and we are not buying or dollar cost averaging when a stock goes down. Remember, Tesla stock went down from October 2021, where it was at $400, went down to $100. Yes, eventually it came back up. It took 3-4 years to do so. So we like to be optimal with our capital allocation. So we don't like to buy when a stock is trending down. What's the point? We want to buy at a certain amount, at a certain price, and we want to sell higher. And if something is trending down, even though we are dollar cost averaging, we are dollar cost averaging down. So we are buying high, buying high, buying high, buying high. And because we are trending down, we are going lower. So why won't we just wait until we stop trending down, getting outside of this, we stop going down? Then, okay, fine. If you want to dollar cost average here, when Tesla stock is going sideways, go ahead. And even better, when it's going higher, you can dollar cost average your life out. But when a stock goes down, don't dollar cost average, in my opinion, because you're buying high at each time. Each time you're buying high. Voilà, so I said my piece. So I'm going to wish you a great weekend. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Sunday if you are at the Discord level. We are going to talk on Monday if you are at the 5 video a week level, or we are going to talk on Wednesday if you are not a member of anything. So have a great weekend. I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.